Hello and welcome back to the second stream of the day and the second stream of beating Calamity naked. Can't actually remember what my character is called for this. But I should say this is in-game. This is not in real life. I'm fully clothed right now. But yeah, I think it's been a while since the last one, but I think the main aim was to get full 30 stacks of potions for everything, because contrary to most of my playthroughs, I've decided to use Fargos in this solely for the potions. I've disabled every other thing. Oh, I could actually make full Thorns potions. It might also be worth fishing. Can I get to the ocean to get the angler maybe? Do I have grav pots? I do have grav pots. Can I craft grav pots? Oh, I'm very, very close to being able to get a full stack of those. It's just 2 blink root I need, right? Or 3 blink root. The other thing I was trying to get was the Staff of Regrowth, because that will make all of this farming a whole lot easier. What I could do, I've got Blinkroot seeds, right? Yeah, I've got Blinkroot seeds. So what I can do is break these fully grown Blinkroots, and then plant these in their place. And Grav Potion should make this so much easier. Okay. And then Featherfall, we're not far behind on. Oh no, that's Blinkroot as well. But I can now do this, which is nice. Which makes traveling a whole lot easier. Basically free. Any tips for beating Supreme Calamitas or the Exomechs? I've been hard stuck on them for ages. With the Exomechs, I kind of said it in the Manaless Mage video, a lot of it is a knowledge check. Like, if you know how the fight works, it becomes quite easy. And that sounds quite obvious, but my main piece of advice would be to just learn how the fight works very well. It'll take a lot of time, but you'll get there. So yeah, if we can get the golden fishing rod, we can start getting some fishing done. Maybe even get full fishing potions, crate potions, and sonar potions, which would be nice. Let's grab some day blooms while we're going. And maybe even some extra rocks. Oh, and this is crimsoned. Oh, thanks for joining, Inert. And thanks once again for making all of the music that we're using for this. It's like perfect stream background music. What we can do with this is turn it into a couple of houses. I think we just replace this trapdoor with a couple of these, right? torch down or something, and that counts. Table and chair, missing a table. It's got a table right there. Is a heavy workbench not count as a table? That could be it. Okay, both suitable. Are weapons off the table too? Oh no, weapons are very much going to be required for this. It's going to be my only form of mobility for the most part. Or that, and gravitation potions in my hook. Although grav pots are going to be really hard to edit around. Oh, blizzard. If we wait until night, we can get deer clops. Takes me a dozen attempts or so per boss on expert death with access to every item. Well, I'm not saying that it's not going to take me that long. In fact, it almost definitely will take me even longer. Right, what height am I at? I've not got the depth meter. Right, I'll come back here with a depth meter because I don't want to risk dying just now. Not when I can get free water leaf. I don't actually need mushrooms anymore, there's no point in me collecting those. Tree. I really need a better, or an inventory extender of some kind. Okay, umbrella could be useful, it's probably not though. Bottles are just craftable, so unnecessary. Angel statue I will take, and shimmer. Getting confused with what we's up and what we's down. Anything including accessories, yeah. So armor and accessories are off the table. We can use hooks and mounts from the inventory. So they're kind of allowed, but I guess also not. Oh, you don't take that back. Okay, let's maybe nope, that's gonna be annoying. Hey, there's two thrashers. That's exactly what we need. have any better? We could use grenades. We ended up saving the angler. It's not what we meant to do. Any other trashers want to come kill him for me, or... It's that poison damage that just got him. There's one. Come on, kill him. E. Here. Oh, no, I need... Inventory slot. Okay, got that. Don't need the tin can. I could mine here for Reaver Shark. Do I want to mine for Reaver Shark, or do I want to go mine for potions first? Box the angler and wait for another. Why would I do that? Okay, what's the strat here? Just go home and wait for, or do some fishing. The angler should be able to spawn here. In fact, I think the painter plus someone else might be able to get a pylon there. Although probably not the angler, because I think the painter hates the angler. Hooks and mounts are allowed from the inventory. This is just another accessory. None of that works from the inventory. Could have scrapped that, but it's fine. My first priority with fishing should be to get the fishing potions, I think, because that's the only thing that's going to help with fishing. So what do I need for that? Hellstone weapons would be very good, yeah. I also want to get to Hell eventually to use the blade there, not the Blade Crest Old Sword, but the other one. What do I need for fishing potions, crate potions, and sonar potions? Crispy honey and water leaf. Probably got a good amount of water leaf now. And then crate is going to be... I should look for sonar next. Water leaf and coral. Okay, should be able to get to the other ocean for coral. How much water leaf do I have? Plenty water leaf. And then crates, I think, are blink root. Oh, crates are moonglow, shiverthorn, and waterleaf. That's awful. But yeah, coral for sonar would be nice. I could probably also get some crispy honey blocks on the way. if I go down to the jungle. Although getting down to that layer is maybe difficult. Are railings allowed? You mean like minecarts? I think I'll allow them, but I'm going to try and avoid them for the most part. Mainly because it's hard to set them up, or time consuming to set them up, and I'd rather just fight bosses as intended for the most part. Swiftness would be good as well, actually. No-hit jungles blunking upcoming. I don't know about that. The last time we've been to the jungle in this playthrough, it was definitely not a no-hit. Far from it, actually. Will I use the minecart setup for the jungle, the Dungeon Guardian? Probably not, no. I feel like the bone key won't be that useful for this. Maybe another playthrough it would have been very useful, but for this, I don't know if it's necessary. Did I get the arms dealer? No. So I thought I got a boomstick. Did I put the boomstick away, maybe? Or did I just straight up not get a boomstick? That's also a possibility. Let's gather up the frogs. I only need 10 of these, I think, for infinite bounding. Yeah, because it crafts 3 each. And then I need 10 vines. Okay, let's go get the coral first. Oh, there's the tree that goes all the way down the jungle. Do we have a plan for post-providence? Try not to get hit as much as possible. Use whatever mobility I can get my hands on. And try not to get hit. That's my plan. I should probably also try not to get hit though. I think that's the best bet of working. There are certain weapons we can get that will help a lot with this, like the Stygian shield, which kind of gives me a dash with a weapon that I can use with a right click, like I charge it up. Kind of like the Old Lord's Claymore, which is one of the first mobility weapons that we'll get our hands on. And also does pretty good damage, so I'm probably going to be using that for a lot of the early pre-hardened bosses. I think I still have some frogs at home, so I've maybe got enough now. They're not watching me naked, they're watching my character naked, to be fair. You were going to suggest halibut cannon. Is that the one that you get after Skeletron, no? Or is that the one you get from the idol hunt part? Because if so, that's going to be hard to get. Jared is probably impossible now pre-dog, even with armor. Yeah, even if he is possible, it's probably going to take a lot of attempts to get through that. The bigger issue is going to be damage more than defense, I think. Because you get a lot of damage from armor. And we're just not going to have access to that. Okay, I need 30 coral. It's 19. Oh, I'm gonna die before I get it all. Oh. 25. I could use the trident underwater for mobility. Okay, I need 3 more vines and 3 more frogs for infinite bounding. Danger Sense is Shiverthorn, that would be useful as well. I'm getting more worms actually spawning because it's raining during the day. So let's grab them. Wait, did I actually... I'm sure I didn't get a boomstick, otherwise I would be using it, right? I wouldn't have just put a boomstick here. Oh, but what I can do actually to get the arms dealer is make some glass. And then make flash rounds. And then, is that still a house? Yep. So arms dealer can move in there, or if I move the zoologist in there. Where's the zoologist? Yeah, then the arms dealer will move in next to the nurse, and I can put down a pylon in the jungle. Let's check the skies while I'm going this way though. Fishing lake. Calming potions are probably going to be pretty important to have for a lot of this. Okay, slightly annoying that that wasn't a Star Fury. Let's break the chest actually so I know not to come back. Yeah, enchanted sword would be nice. that was not what I intended to do. Got a sky mill already. What can I... it's only useful for magic storage stuff or Fargo stuff, so let's just sell that. Extra 2 gold is nice to have. Is this pre-recorded? Yeah, it is. Sky Mode does the early stuff. I already had one in the crafting station, so. Although it's probably not going to be too helpful to have area light stuff, since it's mostly used for armor and accessories. I say that there's like one accessory that uses it. What's your target right now? I am mining out the asteroids, not asteroids, the sky islands, and trying to get to the ocean, or the dungeon. No, not the dungeon, the jungle. Let's just go along the ground then, if the sky is too much. Harpy did, in fact, farm me. Gravitation potions I've got. I'm good on grav potions. Did we get the arms dealer in? No. Oh, we did, yeah. Just a couple of deaths ago. So with Arms Dealer I should be able to get a pylon, and then I won't have to be going back and forth like this all the time. I can kind of forgive the Harpies for farming me, considering what I did to them in the last stream. Where's the buff icon? I've got the buff icons disabled with Calamity, or with Fargos, because I don't want to have to see all of the buffs I've got all the time. Probably start swapping some of my seeds out from Dayblooms, because I think I've probably got most of the Dayblooms I need. Maybe for like Heartreach I need more, but I can also get Heartreach from the chests in Hell. I should be focusing first and foremost on things that I can't get from other places. Minigun or mini shark could be good to have. No, let's not go with it. Do want 3 more frogs though. If we can get 3 more frogs, that would be very nice. 3 more frogs and 5 more coral. Got to place pylon. I did. That is kind of the important part about pylons, is you do need to place them. Or we could just say that I was going along this way looking for frogs, and now I'm just coming back to place the pylon, because I'm done looking for frogs. Let's go with that. It makes me look a bit better. Your favourite GTNH YouTuber in Terraria? Yeah, not many people know that I play this game, but it can be fun sometimes. Do these spawn better at night or something? Is it mostly birds during the day and then mostly frogs during the night? That would make sense. Yeah, GTNH is going to take a while. I'm expecting that to either be going in 5 years' time or for me to have given up somewhere along the way because it's too much. Both are highly likely. Oh, that shoots through blocks. That would be super useful to have in the jungle. With all the vines going around. You see, it's not like I can ease my suffering as if we're not the slowest progressing team in the entire mod pack. It's other people that need to ease their suffering because they're going to have to wait while me and Hecuba catch up before going on to the next game. Have you ever played the mod pack Enigmatica 2 Expert Skyblock? Significantly easier than GTNH, but it's my favourite mod pack. I've played the normal version of Enigmatica Expert, but not the Skyblock one. If you like that, you should also check out Enigmatica 2 Extended, which Trashbox in chat was one of the developers of, or testers or something. They're involved in some way. I would highly recommend you look at it, because it's basically E2EE with extra mods, a lot of different changes to make things better, and some other shenanigans that I've probably forgotten about. Oh, come on, don't die to the shark. Not before getting the coral. Did I get 5 coral? Please let me get 5 coral. I got 7 coral, nice. So I can now make sonar potions, but I might keep them for now and see if I can get another type of potion before that that would be helpful just now. I can also do quest fish for potions, I guess. I'm expecting that Shiverthorn is going to be my slowest growing. So what I might do is replace some of this Daybloom that's grown with Shiverthorn, and then just do that on the top. Although I'll keep the Daybloom here. You missed almost everything in the first stream. What did you miss? Not much. We got some potions, we got some inventory buffs, especially the diamond hook, that's useful. That's really it, to be honest. There isn't much to miss. Let's maybe go along here. go to the snow biome, and if we can't currently get a pylon there, we can always move the arms dealer and the nurse in to get it. How will you do bosses that has a lot of projectiles like Providence or Calamitas? With great difficulty. Calamitas or Supreme Calamitas, I'm actually not too worried about, because with the Exo Chair from the Exomechs, I think she's going to be much more doable than some other bosses. That's like all the mobility you need for it. The question is then, how do you get the Exo Chair from the Exomechs? And how you get to the point where you can fight the Exomechs. Obviously it's still going to be a very difficult fight, because any hit is basically going to kill me. I might be able to survive one hit every like 3 minutes during that fight, and it probably will be like a 10-minute fight, but... Exochair trivialized Escal dodging except the worm phase. Yeah, it trivializes it, but it's also going to be very punishing if I do get hit, and it's going to have to be a very long fight. Although with Exo tier weapons, it also won't be the worst. Snow hood, that would be great to wear, or to sell, because I can't wear it, because I can't wear anything in this. It looks like we're going to have to move in the nurse and the arms dealer. Making pancakes right now, very nice. What are you going to use as the topping for your pancakes? Are either of you going to move anytime soon, or... There we go. We're going to use illegal gun parts for, actually. Oh, I could make the Pumpler. If I do the fishing to get pumpkin seeds from herb fish. And I can always use them for the Flurry Storm Cannon later on anyway. Just cinnamon and sugar, sadly allergic to fruit-based stuff. Oh, that is very sad, actually. Do not forget, I know you can shimmer cactus into pumpkins. I know. But the pumpkin seeds I will have to get from fishing. What's the quest? Underground and caverns. I'm not going to be able to do that before the end of the night, I don't think. Oh, I forgot to put the pylon down again. I'm such an idiot. It's fine, I just wanted to collect all of these stars that had spawned along the way. That's really what I wanted to do. Dodging bosses charging at you is going to be a nightmare. Depending on what weapons I have access to, it might not actually be that bad. Because a lot of weapons will allow you to lunge at bosses or charge at them. And if I can get that on the right boss, then I'll be able to dodge through them without taking any damage. Question is, what should be the first boss? I could go in boss order. It may be nice to go in boss order, kind of like what Chapsticks or Yardis do in challenge runs. But it might also be nice to tier skip and go to the ones that give me upgrades. Haven't really thought too much about fighting bosses yet. Very much on the let's get as much potions as possible part of the gameplay. Now place this down. Right. We'll break those. And it does work. I was a little worried that it was going to be not counted as being in a snow biome. Right, and before day, let's grab our night glow. Let's also break this one since it's grown and get this back on. Any potions I can make that would be helpful. Featherfall's just blink root. I've already got Iron Skin. Swiftness is also blink root. Let's try and get the bounding then, because I think frogs spawn more here during the night. Yeah, there's quite a lot of frogs there. I just need one more frog. Come on, give me a frog. Frog, don't kill it. Okay, there's all the frogs I need. I need 3 more vines. Anything else frogs are useful for? Not really, no. It's medium and minor. Wait, can I actually get a blood moon until later on? I don't think I can get a blood moon until I've got enough defense for a blood moon, right? And I don't know how much defense that is. Okay, yeah, let's go down here. May as well grab the spores. I also want to see if my someone will shoot through blocks to hit this guy. Does not seem like it will. least killed this guy. Okay, 2 more vines, and we have bounding potions. I heard that Calamity makes it that minion cannot hit enemies that you cannot hit with a straight shot. I thought it would have been different depending on the AI of the minion. Like, I don't think there's a set rule, right? I could be wrong. So yeah, it can shoot through blocks, but only if I can see the enemy, I guess. Yeah, that's me got my 3 vines. I guess while we're here, let's continue looking for what I need from chests, which is mainly the rod of regrowth, which I can craft with a recipe added by Calamity, which I may end up doing. What else can I use vines for? Yeah, Ivy Whip, Amazon, and Snapthorn. That's really it. Also the Blade of Grass. That's the jungle rose I need for that. That's going to be annoying. Yeah, let's go make our bounding potions. And let's actually make... Let's make our sonar potions as well, and we can do a little bit of fishing next time we're at the jungle to get summoning potions. And I think it's Moonglow for summoning potions, right? Yeah, just Moonglow. Which is also mana regen and magic power. We're not using magic weapons right now, so well, I guess we do have this amethyst staff, but magic weapons are not going to be that useful in this playthrough at all. How are we doing on Nightglow then? $19. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's get to the underground layer and do a little bit of fishing. Oh, I should have actually, before doing this, checked what the quest was. Surface, okay. Diamond Hook will be the best until Bobbit, no. We can get Bat Hook in hard mode, but I think until hard mode this is going to be the best, yeah. And this is going to be the rest of the video. Is that a max size lake? It looks a little small. It should be max size, I think. You did not join when the stream ends. No, the stream's barely begun. We're only 52 minutes in. I'll probably go for 3 or 4 hours. So I say it's barely begun. It could be a third to a quarter of the way through. Okay, fishing with 0 fishing power is quite painful, it seems. I'm assuming I can actually get this from here, because it's technically a surface drop. Sometimes surface means surface forest. No toilet. I should make a toilet, you're right. Alright, let's catch one last thing and then I'll go get a toilet. I do remember the speed fishing, yeah. Okay, there's another double cod. Make a rich mahogany toilet for the jungle. Is there a surface forest lake anywhere I can use instead of jungle? Not one easily available anyway. Okay, let's keep trying at the jungle then. Well, is that part of the jungle? Yeah, that's part of the jungle. Okay, let's go for the fast fishing tech then. Let's get this to a nice level where I don't have to use quarter blocks. Okay, there we go. This needs to be back one block. Didn't mean to catch that one. That's a test. Test fish, please ignore it. Exactly. That fish didn't happen. Do you have the mod that makes 30 stack and infinite buff? Yes, but that is all I'm using it for. So I do technically have Fargos, but it's used for one thing and one thing only. Because I figured I'm going to be fighting every boss probably minimum of 30 or 40 times. So this is just going to make it a little less awful to do. Okay, I'm starting to think I'm not going to get this from here. $30 to 40 times just don't get hit. Well, in the end game, it's probably also going to be like 300 to 400 times rather than 30 to 40, so that's actually probably on the lighter side. Let's say 3,000 to 4,000 times for certain bosses. Who knows, maybe I'll end up adding more quality of life mods as the playthrough goes on. I think this must be the one that's the forest. Yeah. Right. I wonder if any of this is high enough that it counts as surface forest. Or if I have to make my own fishing spot. I mean, there's a spot there, but that's going to be hard to get to. We can try. Let's get another toilet. Surface is just above the underground layer or not? Yes. This is a large world, which I usually don't play on, but I figured I may as well give myself the most space possible for certain boss fights. Okay, and we are here. Enemies could be an issue. Let's... Okay, enemies are still an issue, it seems. We will form a wall over on this side of the shore. Be enough. How did that get... What? Did that jump from there to there over? Okay, there we go. Doesn't take long when you're in the right biome. Okay, that saves what I was needing for the fishing potions. You can always make your own surface fishing pond. This would either take a lot of buckets or one word duplication glitch. Yeah, I could. The main issue with that is time and being bothered to make it. Let's get to the underground and then let's get farming. That should count, right? I think that'll count as underground. Yeah, so if I do my fishing in here, I should hopefully be able to get 2 summons. Just need to catch 30 fish, which really isn't too bad. Maybe this doesn't count as surface because I'm still getting... No, it can be underground. Yeah, it must be underground because it's night, so if it was surface I would be getting zombies, not... not slimes, especially not red slimes, which never spawn on the surface, as far as I'm aware. Let's move this down one block. What do I need for a mahogany toilet? Ah. Oh, it's a sawmill. Yeah, I should have made that before I got here. Let's go back for it. Let's just make 10 and always have them on us. So I get for reading chat. Maybe fish for Reaver Shark since Calamity changes it back to 100%. Yeah, I'm going to at some point. I just want to get fishing power first and some summons to help me survive. Because my only upgrades really are going to come from potions in the early game, and then arena building. It would be good to get the sentry from the Abyss. Or not the Abyss, but the Sulphur Sea. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, looks like there's still a way in for slimes specifically. Shimmer will also be good actually. I can get some permanent upgrades from Shimmer. Is it 10 defense you need for the Blood Moon to spawn? Because if I can't quite get the Blood Moon to spawn, then this could be a lot harder. It's useful for some things, other things not as much, but getting like extra potions because of that will help a lot. Right, before the end of night I do want to go home and check for any more plants. Night glows will be very helpful for getting these made into summoner potions. Wiki just says you need more than 120 health. Oh, I thought there was a defense thing as well. I may be thinking of the natural live Cthulhu spawn. getting these pretty fast. Also getting some armored cavefish. That's going to take a bit longer to get a full stack of them, but I mean 10% less damage will be very helpful when it's the only form of damage reduction that I'm going to get for the entire playthrough. Could go Shadowfish for Rogue as well. Although, does it actually help if you've not got a Rogue armor on? Use Shimmer crafting interface to get an Aether interface. Yeah, I've heard about this, but I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like part of the thing about Shimmer is that you have to go to it. It's like a place, you know? Tundra Leash will be good, yeah, I just need to actually get it first. Okay, let's go. Okay, 2 isn't bad. I may end up getting some from Quest Fish or something, or from the surface fish that you get. That's enough bone dust actually for a full thing, that's useful. Did not think about bone dust from crates, but that should allow me to make these. Let's keep that actually as my extra item. So now I don't have to worry about fall damage. My mobility is slowly getting better. Do you have plans for streaming on Twitch also? Not really, no. It's the same one again. Okay, let's go for it. Yeah, Featherfall definitely will be important. This can be one of my main sources of mobility once I get it. Especially when combined with grav and mounts and hooks. Also things like the Old Lord Claymore, which kind of is what made me want to do this run, playing with that in the one block playthrough. Okay, that was quick. Stuffed fish and only really seeds that were that useful. Sell the seaweed planter. Do not need that. Maybe getting down to here for honey. Crispy honey blocks to then get fishing potions. I was hoping to just get fishing potions through using the angler. Colour of dungeon we've got a green dungeon. So it should be in the middle here. Maybe around this area for shimmer. I could go set up shimmer. The game plan so far is to get as much potions as possible. In fact, let's go finish our summoning potion grind. Because once that's done, it's just extra damage without having to worry about it. And it shouldn't take too long. I say grind, it's going to take like maybe 3-4 minutes. Does the bug with Glorious End and Wolfram Acrobatics pack still exist? I'm not sure, but it wouldn't help me anyway because I can't equip the Wolfram Acrobatics pack. God, that's quite a hard thing to say very fast. Wolfram Acrobatics pack. Wolfram Acrobatics pack. No, can't do it. I think it's another 16 variegated lardfish we need, right? Oh, also ale would help with this. I should get ale for the extra fishing power. Yeah, feel free to let me know any weapon recommendations you have. I'm probably going to mainly go for ones that give me mobility, like the Old Lord's Claymore. And then in hard mode it'll all be about getting the Stygian Shield. And that's probably going to be the best mobility for most of the rest of the game, according to Bone Reaper. In that case, I'm not sure whether it's patched. The Glorious End bug with the Wolfram Acrobatics pack. Okay, so Tundra Leash is all I need for pre-hard mode, you're saying? I still think getting some extra mobility from a weapon will be helpful. Unless you just think I should be running away for most of the boss fight. I also have to get the Tundra Leash though. Very important, what is your opinion on potato salad? I don't like salad of any kind, to be honest. Not a big fan of cold savoury food in general. It's just better hot. Obviously not specifically salad is better hot, but food in general. How do you get your minerals and vitamins? What minerals and vitamins? Oh, just by eating, yeah. but you can eat hot food to get minerals and vitamins. You can also eat like fruit for minerals and vitamins. You don't have to specifically eat salad. The sun does give you free vitamins, but only one kind of vitamin. You do need other vitamins than the sun. With Tundra Leash you can ram bosses, and with some unmounting timing and using hook jumps, you can also maneuver pretty well. Sorry, I'm taking a break every time I think a fish is going to be on the line, but then it doesn't happen. Though my run was on Inferno, so the only boss I had to swap was Skeletron. Yeah, I think for Skeletron I'm going to need something a bit better than the Tundra Leash. The run's going well so far, yeah. I'm now on the fishing grind, trying to get variegated large fish. It's not been so bad so far. Managed to get sonar potions before even starting it, which has helped a lot. I think I just need 9 more. Still no Staff of Regrowth, yes. Although admittedly, I have kind of given up on that right now, and have decided to go for fishing instead. You can always get it from a bramble crate. I have not had any boss attempts so far, no. Sunflower buffs everywhere may be also a strategy I use in my run. Because what is it, an extra like 20 or 30% speed? Quite a lot. Where base Cal teleports, the broken biome blade should be good enough to dash out of the way. And base Cal's dash is very useful. Yeah. What would you say is the most difficult challenge you've completed? It depends on what you mean by difficulty. Like, knowledge-wise, the most difficult would be Calamity 1 block. Like, skill-wise, probably sentries only or low percent. And then, like, the most awful to do that I struggle to get through on a more emotional level and a more I really don't want to do this and I have no motivation for it level was the no item pickups run. So just Skeletron that should cause issues. Yeah, that makes sense. I think that's all I need, but let's get another couple just in case. Or at least an extra one, in case I've forgotten the amount that I have at home. Oops. Oops. Let's actually get that aglet back, because I don't need to keep that in my thing. Also don't need the flying carpet. I think that's just for the leggings, right? With the auric armor. Yeah. It is shimmerable into the amber hook, which Bone Reaper was saying is better, so let's keep that actually. This is not going to be useful for anything. I don't think Fire Blossom will be useful for much, just Inferno and Obsidian Skin, because I've already got the Grav Potions done. What mod tells you what can be shimmered? I think that's from Fargo's, so I'm kind of not used to having it in Calamity playthrough. Okay, I need another 7 Moonglow, which is close to being possible. Why are you collecting toilets? That's for fishing. And what I should also do for fishing, and kind of damage in general, is make a keg. And then make some mugs. Oh, it's just 1-to-1, so I do need 3 more. And make some ale. And that does not take my defense down at all, which is nice. Mainly because I don't have enough to take it down in the first place. Editing question: how do you separate your music and the background of your streams and the music in your video so it still sounds smooth and continues during the video? I use an app called Voice Meter, which allows you to set up a virtual cable that you can use to route your audio somewhere different in OBS. It's a bit finicky to set up, but it is very useful once it is done. Okay, what next? Maybe I just go through the jungle, and if I can find some Moonglow, that's nice, and if I can find some chests, that's also nice. I could just keep going straight down and hope that there's one there. I mean, some mining pots would also be nice, but I can find a lot of these things in chests. Get debuff minions, it's far more important for the minions to provide debuff than damage. Considering debuffs are damage, it's more important to mix them, no? Or at least get a good amount of both. If you mean that debuffs that like reduce defense, then yes, I would agree with that. Have you seen the Terraria No Keyboard challenge? Yeah, the one by August. That was quite an insane run. I must say. these respawn as soon as they die, so it's very hard to actually get anywhere with them. At least I can now technically see them, so my summon should be able to do a bit better. That's all I wanted to come down here for. That's why Sorby said that you shouldn't kill. Oh, yeah, in the tips and tricks video that you did, yeah. Probably right. Although not killing them only really makes sense when there's a large area that you can use to kind of get around them. If you're in an open space, I agree you shouldn't kill them, but if you're restricted with where you can go, you kind of have to sometimes. Okay, I think that should be enough for 30 summoning potions. Question is if that's what I want to use these Moonglow on. Create potions I'm hoping to just get by doing fishing quests. Okay, we've got the summoning potions. Neon Tetra away. Put the rope away as well, actually, we don't need that. Or that. What I do need, however, is a secondary inventory. Oh yeah, I keep thinking I'm going to die of fall damage, but I got rid of fall damage when I got the bone potions. Yeah, if you mean damage over time, then it might not be worth it, but if you mean debuffs that make me deal more damage, like ones that decrease defense or damage reduction, then yeah, it's worth it. Let's get away from this slime before it kills me. Any chests along here? Nope, no chests. Am I doomed to go through a jungle with no chests? Certainly looks like it. Looks like I've already been up here. I could go further up here. Being upside down feels quite trippy, I'm not gonna lie. Getting a lot of moon glow at least. You're referring to a mix of both. I don't think the damage over time debuffs help that much though, is the thing. There we go. This better give me something good. Boomstick is good, yeah. I will take Boomstick. Hard mode whip tagging, or well, any whip tagging is patched. You can't do that in Calamity. So confusing to flip left and right like that. Let's head home. Boomstick will be very helpful. Let's grab some ammunition for it. And by some, I do mean all. And yeah, let's just, well, I guess let's keep this as our axe. But this is now going to be our main weapon. Surface Tundra. We can do that. Flash rounds will be really good. Yeah, I should get them. That's how I got the arms dealer in the first place, but I didn't get more than I needed to. This is mainly just a pre-boss weapon though, I'm not going to actually use it later on. Okay, a few crate potions is nice. Let's sell the other two. I don't think this can be used to make anything useful. This is all accessories. They're so good for the eyes minions. Yeah, I'll maybe keep them for the eyes minions, but for now I'm gonna just use the musket balls because they're much cheaper. Right, what is my next aim? What potion can I get next? Could grind out for endurance while also grinding wrath, well, rage and heart reach. How's my deathweed doing? 20 deathweed. There's actually more deathweed growing there, I just haven't collected it yet. Silver bullets are also good if you can afford them. I won't be using silver for much else, I guess. You can find life force in radon labs as well, so that might be worth. Yeah, maybe what I should do is go for a Reaver Shark to get the much faster mining speed and also be able to get down to the Underworld without worrying about things of different pickaxe power like obsidian. Let's see if we can get Star Fury though, because that'll help so much with going through the underground jungle. Try and find larger spaces that we can actually get through. I think with flash rounds you could even take down Perforator, since you can just fly away with Grav Potion and you should dodge everything. I could do. That would give me access to Aerialite. Things I don't want to use the Grav Potions too much during boss fights because it's going to be very hard to edit in a way that's nice to look at. Forgetting I've got a ranged weapon now. Blade Crest Old Sword is better for perfs. Well, yeah, if I can also get the Old Lord Claymore, that'll be lovely for Perforators. Or for every boss to just be able to dodge a bit better, you know? There is a Grav Potion doesn't flip the screen mod to make it way easier to look at. I don't like using mods that change mechanics too much. Right, there better be a Grav Potion here. No Grav Potion. Star Fury. There is. Lovely. Tundra Leash also kills worms extremely fast due to how the ram works, but note you have to be facing towards the ram to work. Yeah, I need to find Tundra Leash, but since this is a large world, that could take a while. Probably going to want a faster pickaxe and, mining potions for that. Could get Onyx Excavator with the Onyx Seeking Mechanism. Oh, I forgot that the Seeking Mechanisms did that, yeah. I don't have to just randomly find it. Oh, it's in the middle third. Okay. Well, once I've got my Reaver Shark, I will head there. What I'll probably do is use the Onyx Excavator to find the Tundra Leash, rather than use the Onyx Excavator during boss fights. Wait, there's a speed difference between the two. I'm surprised it's that way. I would have assumed it went the other way. And that the Tundra Leash would have been faster than the Onyx Excavator, since the Onyx Excavator is kind of useful for other stuff, whereas the Tundra Leash is only really for boss fights or mobility. What's with the ocean dirt block? It makes it faster to fish, although I'm not sure if it's actually working too well or if it needs to be a block higher. Let's try a block higher. I don't know if that then is too shallow to work. Yeah, it feels like that may be too shallow. Oh no. Can you hammer the dirt? I could, yeah. I think this is fine though. Horse from Zoologist. That works as well, but I think it's slower than the Tundra Leash. That's probably enough. Why do you not carry a piggy bank with you? Because I've not had a blood moon yet. Oh, I suppose I could carry the piggy bank. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm thinking money trough, but piggy bank also makes sense. Yeah, I think the mount is going to go from Tundra Leash to Golf Cart, you're right. Golf Cart will help so much with this. It's even viable on Yaren, at least in Inferno. Got all the other ones except the Reaver Shark. We even got 2 swordfish, and I think they're all the same chance. Just have 2 piggy banks on you, and when you place one and break it, it goes in the same slot. Yeah, Yarn's dashes matter a lot less in base Cal though. He dashes a lot more often in Inferno. Okay, my fishing power should go up just now, I think. Another swordfish, still no Reaver Shark. Another sawtooth shark, still no Reaver Shark. An enchanted starfish, still no Reaver Shark. Another one. Okay, before I go I will grab them and use them. Another swordfish. How would you dodge without wings? Through great difficulty. Is the Reaver Shark normally this elusive? No, I think it's the same chance as all these other shark-related things that I'm getting. For some reason, it's just deciding to stay hidden. I don't know. Ban any flying mounts. I don't know if I'll be doing that. I think I'm going to need a flying mount for Escal. Hey, we got it. Okay, let's trash them. Trash the bombs actually. Trash the painting. Let's jump down and use all of these. Trash the rope. Trash the cloud. Okay. And now let's sell all of these because I didn't actually need them. No pumpkin seeds. Not that I really need the pumpkin seeds, I was just interested in potentially getting them for a Pumpler pre-boss. Since I'm addicted to tier skips. For post-dog, you have Gaze of Chrysanthemere, which summons a dragon, pretty good against Yaron, and Exos. Yeah, Exos, I'm a little worried for, but I think I know the fight well enough now where, after a few hundred attempts, I should maybe be able to deal with it. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but A few hundred attempts isn't too bad. Right, let's place down the power cell factories that I should have placed down about 10 hours ago. 10 hours in game. Probably even longer, really. Right, I don't know where I can place these actually. Where do they fit? Let's create a new platform. Okay, and do we have an onyx? We do not. Can we craft it? Onyx key? Yeah, we just need 25 obsidian. Okay. Now that we have the Reaver Shark, we can go get that. Oh, this feels slow compared to my silver one. Yeah, tier skips will definitely help. I don't know whether I'm going to do them or not though. I'll see how I feel at the time. I don't know if tier skips will just be too trivializing. Reaver Shark is very slow as a pickaxe. It seems that way for sure. Oh well, at least I don't have to swap to different pickaxe to mine obsidian. Carry two pickaxes with me or anything. You try to get molten pick as fast as you can. I don't know if the molten pick's any faster. Oh, there's water and lava. That's what we're after. Molten is faster than this. Okay. I always thought Molten was quite a slow one, but it could still be slow and faster than this, I guess. Okay, when I said there was water and obsidian, I also forgot to bring obsidian skin potions. Okay, there's more water there. This one's got more in it. Nope, not really. Okay, let's bring water from over here then. You can see that there's supposed to be water through there. know why the Star Fury is not wanting to detect it. Yeah, it's made Reaver Shark slower, that makes sense. It's probably just nerfed it to its pre 1.5 stats. Or 1.4.4. Is that the one that Reaver Shark got nerfed in vanilla? Well, let's just find a way down to the underground or underworld. In fact, no, let's not, because I still don't have obsidian skin pots. I might be able to make them now. Oh, I can make enough. Oh, I need more water. Oh, I've not got a bucket of water in there. Let me get a bucket. What's the death count? Let me check in a second. What is it? Slash deaths. 28. Not too bad. And then I need the onyx. Do I not have a lab seeking mechanism? No, but I can craft one. Okay. And then I need a charger. When did you start yours, Lilith? Okay, over that way. Let's see how deep we can get before it starts wanting us to go. Oh, still quite a bit deeper, I think. Still quite a bit deeper. Although I wonder if using that minecart track is worth it. And then just mining down from there. If I use it from here, it's still along the way. Okay. Probably should have gone down further. Although central third of the world, it can't be that much further, right? Best use the seeking mechanisms on the surface to see where to dig directly down than on the underground. That makes sense. It's fine, we're going to stumble right onto it though, so it doesn't matter too much for us. Bombs or dynamite to dig down. Yeah, I don't use bombs and dynamite enough. One of these things I just never really get around to using. Still quite a bit further along. Although it could be right off screen. That's the weird thing. Wolfram digging turtles are super underused. They act as sticky bombs with anti-use gel. I've never really used them before, to be honest. But that's fine, like I say, this is going to be like just right through here. Not much further, just a little through here, and then from here it's like just along there. Yeah, I know where I'm going. I assume you'll be skipping bosses. I'm not so sure. I never normally don't skip bosses, so it might be worth trying to not skip bosses for once. Sunk cost fallacy indeed. I would never fall for such a fallacy. It's only sunk cost if you're wrong. If not, it's just an accurate prediction. It'll be interesting to see how it's different in base Cal versus Inferno. I wouldn't be surprised if this is one of the challenges where death mode is actually harder than Inferno. Oh my god, this just keeps going. This is definitely a sunk cost fallacy moment. Oh, there's a good way through there. Is Star Fury bugged to not break on contact with tiles or something? Because this has turned it from like an S tier thing to kind of awful, to be honest. Star Fury doesn't do that for you either. Yeah, that seems like a bug to me. Either that or it's some kind of change made by Calamity or Fargo's that I was not aware of. Okay, we're getting closer. It's gotta be just like directly through here or something, right? We're running out of the center third of the world. With your weapons, you're not super optimizing. Ah, that's where you're missing out. You need to spend 5 hours optimizing so that you can save 1 hour against a boss. Okay, we're back down to the lava layer. Still no onyx key. It only lists cavern layer for the onyx lab. Okay. Who was it that was saying it only spawns in the inner third of the world? That's not meant to be like a snide comment, I genuinely can't remember who was saying it. Okay, we're getting close though. Almost at the point where it's straight down. I see it, I see it. As long as I don't die on the way. You know what, I'm gonna say it was faster than getting here without it. Okay, heart reach. Yeah, let's grab that. And I'm hoping for some life force. At least some endurance. No other chests in here, is there? That's it. Through these caves up here or something. I mean, some more whatchamacallums, labs would be nice. Right. Do I have anything to use in the extractinator? I did save some of these. Specifically for the extractinator. Not that these are going to be that useful. let's see what the quest is if I haven't done it today. Cotton honey. Do I have a good place to fish in honey? Am I better using one of the sky islands? Probably not, it does require quite a bit of honey. Unless I consolidate these two, even then. Okay, let's try it down here. Yeah, there's a hive there. Honey fins are also going to be useful to get, so I'm just going to catch anything I get here. Old One's Army Armorless is going to be annoying. Well, I think it's only going to be so useful in the pre-hard mode section, where I'll hopefully be able to get through it. Even if it's a little off tier. Honey fins do not seem useful, why not? You can make Hadal stew with them. Yeah, honey fins on their own are also good, but I think it's best to save them until I can craft them into Hadal stew. Old One's Army just requires sentries for one side. Will you destroy the other side with any weapon? Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. Especially because in pre-hard mode there isn't any sentry armors. As long as I have a good weapon, it should be okay. I refuse to use Ethereal mana because it feels cheap. That's literally how it's intended to be played. So I wouldn't call it cheap by any stretch. So once I have 30 honey fins, will I actually use them, or does Calamity also stack them infinitely once you've got 30? Or not Calamity, Fargo's. I can understand not wanting to use Ethereal mana, like if you store it in a chest and then use it for the next one. But if you're getting it legitimately during the event, then I think it's fine to use. This stream is not about using intended stuff. A lot of them I guess it suits the stream. Yeah, it's still probably better to try and do it the intended way if possible though. Like, I don't want to trivialize bosses and events just because I can. I think it'd be more impressive to do them as close to how they're intended as possible. You allow armor outside of bosses. That feels much more cheaty than using Ethereal mana during the event that Ethereal mana is made for, I must say. Yeah, I'll see you later, Bone Reaper. Thank you for stopping by. You don't need more than 15 to get 30 Hadal Stew, but I may as well get 30 because in the meantime I'm not going to have 30 Hadal Stew. Hadal Stew? Oh my god. I just like 30 Ballista going shing and missing every shot on Betsy. Yeah, that is one of the most Terraria moments for sure. You're not trying to beat the game, just the bosses. That makes sense. Healing pot can't stack if I remember. Yeah, but until I get the other ingredients needed for Hadal Stew, I may as well use the honey fins as long as they don't get used when I use them, if that makes sense. Which I think Fargo should allow. The recipe for red wine, I think it's now got grapes in it. But I can't remember other than that. But you can buy grapes from the Dryad, so it's not so difficult. I don't have no defense, I have 8 defense. And for the longest time, that is all I'll have. Oh, it was originally just Noak, that makes sense. Oh, I need to actually submit this before the end of night. Okay. Oh, fish hook, is that better? I didn't mean to equip that. Oops. Right. 25, 13, 11, 11. 29, 12. 14, 11. Okay, so I still think the diamond hook is better overall. Imagine I've got a lot of day blooms now. Yeah, 60. So what can I actually use them for? They are useful for Featherfall and they are useful for Heartreach. I'm probably going to get Heartreach naturally. Hunter I'll get from crates. So maybe it is just Featherfall that I want to get. Mana regen I don't need yet. How much Featherfall can I make? Oh, I can make the full stack. Now my mobility is good. Although, really, I want to use those without the graph potions. Because then if I hold up, I go up. Go get Staff of Regrowth, you have no excuse with Onyx now. Yeah, you're right. Let's put my Graph Potions away for now. Oh wait, my excuse is that I'm needing to get the next quest fish, so... Oh, Skylake's and Surface. Here we go. It's raining, so this should hopefully be quick. This entire run is just a build up to play mid-human. For you, yeah, I guess. For me, I'm just doing it on its own. I don't think I ever want to do mid-human. Surface is specifically forest, I think, for some reason. It's one of those ones. Okay. Let's grab those Graph Potions back then. Yeah, there it is. Watch me get Staff of Regrowth and then really not need it for the rest of the potions, because I just don't need it. Okay, where do I want to start going across? Probably want to go a bit further down from there, or I can just go here. What do you think our chances are? I reckon we can do it. Ah, so close. You know, I think we almost had it there. Maybe next time. So without any defense, this is, or with 8 defense, this is pretty hard actually. Pretty much anything kills us in one tap. Or close enough to one tap. I just need to get rid of the bees. I think I can get through here now. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully this is low enough to actually get jungle chests. It may not be. No, it is. Oh, we are using honey fins. Okay. Is it not useful for anything? Problem is I'm also going to regen so slowly. Okay, anything along the rail? Nothing really along the rail. It's going to take me to the shimmer at least. Please take me to the shimmer at least. This is a very long rail track. Oh my god. It just keeps going. All the way to the shimmer. It's wishful thinking. It's not really houses that we're looking for, because they can't drop the thing we're after. We need specifically the trees or the little shrine things. So here's a tree, which is helpful to illustrate my point. Hopefully this one just has a Staff of Regrowth in it. Yep, it does. Lovely. And also some mining potions. And some thorns potions. Really. In fact, let's craft that into the Axe of Regrowth straight away so I don't have to carry 2 axes on me. What do I not have? Copper axe? Did I sell my copper axe? Guess I must have sold my copper axe. So now I can wait for crops faster. It's just like GTNH. No, let's get our Shiverthorn seeds. what else do we need? How many mining potions do we have? 28. Okay, we're really close to getting another full stack. And then other than that, I could get a full stack of bottled honey. That would probably be worth it. Let's get another 19 of those. Is a thing there, so you need to be very careful not to break that. I think that should now work. Can I craft any mining pots? I imagine I've just not got the antlion mandible. Okay, if I go get 2 antlion mandible, should be good for that. My actual desert is here, so let's go do it. I don't know what else there is to make honey-wise, to be honest. Is there going to be a nice way in here, or that's the next desert along, actually? I don't think the little larva guys drop antlion mandibles, do they? It's just the antlions themselves. Oh no, they do. Interesting. I mean, that's me now technically got all I need, but I'm here, so I may as well go searching for more stuff. Platinum and gold pickaxes are way faster than Reaver Shark. That's fine, I'm mainly just using this for the mining level. What I should really do is go to the underground, get some Hellstone, and get some better weapons. And a faster pickaxe. Yeah, this is just going to be death. Okay, so I've got that, I've got my obsidian skin. I should be able to mine very fast. Although, I've also got my onyx excavator, so that maybe would have been faster. You plan on no-hitting it? That's kind of insane, I must say. good luck with it. I feel like you'll need a lot of luck, but... Should also make a full stack of food sometime soon for the mining buff. Okay, I'll see you later. Thank you for joining the stream. And good luck on your run. Yeah, I don't actually need any of that. Although, let's use the healing pots and I'll save my honey fins for boss fights. I mean, if I had water walking potions as well, then getting through hell would be a literal breeze. Other than all the things trying to kill me. But let's ignore them. You could get peace candles or calming pots for that, to be fair. Yeah. Where do I get the calming potions from again? Is that from Braydon's labs? Or is that from fishing crates? Forget how long it takes to mine down in a large world. I'm used to playing on small or medium. Are mounts allowed? Yes, but only from the inventory, so I can't equip them. Thankfully though, you don't need to equip mounts or hooks, you can just use them. It does take up more inventory space though, so there's a bit of a caveat, I guess. I might go get those rubies so I can summon King Slime and potentially give him a try later. It's hard in runs like this because you could technically keep preparing for hours and hours and hours until you've got everything possible to get, or you could just go straight into the boss fights and die 300 times but get through it even faster somehow, depending on if it helps the grind later. Like, I don't know if killing King Slime just now would actually help anything afterwards, you know? Doesn't really provide anything. You can get a free slot with Calcium Pot. I think I still need that because if I hold down with the free fall, I will still die. Does Featherfall not only remove it if you're slowly falling at the time? Oh, you're gonna give me an Old Earth Claymore. Imagine I get it from my first one. It would be insane luck. What's that on? It's got to be low. Sadly not. Claymore is too OP. I like it a lot, yeah. It's very enjoyable to use. Let's maybe let my guys take this guy down just now. Or I could take him down with the Starfear actually. Because Blade Crest Old Sword would also be useful to get, even though it's not as useful as the Old Earth Claymore. It's still probably better than Boomstick that I've got at the moment. Featherfall just fully negates fall damage. Well, there's my Blade Crest. What do I want to chuck out? I guess the stone. Sword is technically tiered most evil boss ones are pretty OP. Yeah, you can tell. One of the best pre-boss weapons you can get. More just the ease of use rather than damage, but the damage is definitely higher than most pre-boss weapons even still. Okay, I've probably got more Hellstone than I can actually use at the moment due to obsidian shortages. We're going to need to return to the underground to get that. What can I use this for? Oh, Demon Conch will be nice. And that's really it. And I'm only going to have 5 of these, so I think I might just make Demon Conch. Yeah, I need a lot more for everything else. Hellwing Staff is OP too. Yeah, I'd need to get to the outskirts to get Ashwood for that, which with water walking shouldn't be too difficult, so I should have a look at what it's going to take for water walking pots. I'm now just forgetting to use my Axe of Regrowth, even though I now have it. It'd be better if you had a reliable mana system. I'd say Blade Crest, Accessory List would still be better overall. Yeah, it's also the fact that you don't have to think about Blade Crest. You just kind of, you do this, and the enemies die. Doesn't matter if they're behind a block. Doesn't matter where you aim, they just die. Let's go try and get more obsidian. Ooh, is that a compass? I don't think I've got one of them. No, I do. It'd be really nice if these could shimmer into each other. There's some water over there. There's actually a lot more than I thought it was. So that tiny amount of water and I thought it was going to be nothing. Wow, I'm just getting so many accessories at the moment. They're not useful or anything. I mean, the informational ones are nice. It'd be nice to get the Goblin soon actually so that I can combine those. Save some inventory space. Watch this leads directly to the Onyx excavator or something. It's possible. Oh, it does lead directly to the mushroom shrine though. I think I must have got the calming pots from the surface shrine actually, now that I think of it. We could try Duke pre-hard mode. That could be a fun thing to die to. That's equipable, so it's useless. Oh, sunken sea for it. That's a good idea, actually. Probably got a good amount for now, though. So I've got the 3 things that I need to combine for that. So that would be 2 extra accessory slots if I can kill the goblins, which I can definitely do now. So yeah, let's go to the outer thirds of the world and get a goblin battle standard. D-Boss no gear juke. Yeah, I don't see what could go wrong with that. Don't you already have a run like this before? Maybe it was just Armorless, I don't know. No, I don't think I've done anything similar to this before. Other people have done Armorless runs before, but not myself. Because piggy bank is not the void bag. Yeah, technically with Fargo's I could use the piggy bank in the same way that I use the void bag, but since that's Fargo's rather than Calamity, I don't want to use it. I only want Fargo's for the infinite buffs. I suppose we can test the theory here, see if I take any damage. Yeah, I don't take damage. Okay, I've got one of these at home. How many do I need for the full battle standard? 5, so I need 2 more now. I've now also got something worth reforging. I'm going to save so much money by not reforging anything other than my weapons. Is this a naked and afraid run or a fearless penniless run? Well, you may notice my character's name. The world is called And Afraid, so... The one nice thing is I won't have to farm for the Rover Drive post Moonlord in this because I forgot to do it in pre-hard mode in order to make the sponge later in the game. What did you get up to today before starting the stream? Another stream. This is the second stream of the day. Okay, there's the tattered cloth. Let's get this one again. Just got extra. Be able to do this easy enough. This hits through blocks, so I could just do that to negate that side. And then my blade crest should negate this other side. Feels like that one was just waiting for me. Am I gonna have to wait to 4:30 the next morning or something? Dragoon Drizzlefish would do pretty well for slime gods since they're large targets. Or will of flesh. Yeah, I should hopefully have better weapons before that. I don't know what exactly I'll have, but it should hopefully be better. Okay, I don't think this is going to be an issue. Question is, do these go away at 7:30 if they haven't been defeated? I guess not. Since they usually spawn randomly at the start of day, I don't think I've ever got to the point where they've despawned. Or have got to the point where it's been this time at night and I'm fighting the goblins. That was easy enough. They're weapons, so let's keep them. Grab our deathweed while it's growing. Or grown in this case. Okay, what other potions can I make? Can I make hunter potions at all? Okay, I can make a full stack of archery potions, but I'm not using archery potions for anything at the moment. Wait, you also get potions from thingies in the Underworld, right? Pots. You get potions from pots, I think, which could be a good way of getting more potions. Once I've got the shimmer as well, I should be able to decraft a lot of this. How many hunter potions do I have? 8. Let's drink one of them for now and go find the goblin. What about swiftness? Oh, I could probably make them. get the goblin first. Since I've drank the potion already. Another depth meter. Come on, Mr. Goblin. Why won't you spawn? Since you got the blade crest, you could explore the underground desert while you look for it. That's true, I don't know what I could get from there though. Now that I've got a better weapon, because I was originally looking for the weapons there. Or from mining pots, but now I've got both. The conch. Yeah, conch would be good. Kinda forgot about that. I think conch is upper layers, right? Which I guess we're in. It's dangerous to use this here. I guess I'm also going to eventually need the Stormline mandibles for Tesla potions. Some staffs waiting for me. Thunder Zapper, I didn't know that could drop from anything here. I suppose spawn rate is also increased here, so I'll be more likely to find the goblin. Oh, there's a bass statue. And there's the magic conch. Okay. So now it is really just the goblin that we're waiting on. Invisibility potions are not going to be useful. I don't think the normal ones of these do anything, right? Can't really see by whatever these are used for. Is there? Yeah, normal antline mandibles are no longer that useful. Okay, it would be really nice to find the Goblin Tinkerer before my Hunter potion runs out, considering it's one of the few potions I don't have an infinite amount of. Okay, the golfer's here somewhere. There's the golfer. Not the NPC I was looking for, but I will take him for extra pylons. I also need him for the golf cart layer, actually. Found Goblin, there he is. Okay, so my compass, my depth meter, and my watch combined into GPS. Can this be combined into the REK? No, I need the tally counter. Okay. The other one is the Goblin Tech, which I need a metal detector for. Okay. At least saved one inventory slot. Also don't need the calcium potions anymore, right? These should be away so I don't waste them. Don't need this. Let's put that there because it's so useful. Okay. Time to drain your cash reserves. Not so much. The goblin really is not that useful. Usually you're reforging a bunch of accessories, but I don't have that problem in this. Or I don't have that opportunity, should I say. Let's go check what the quest fish is. Surface. I think that one might be a normal surface one. Like I can find it anywhere on the surface. Is that a mahogany wood toilet for fishing on? Yes, it is. It's one of the very few buffs we can get for fishing at the moment. Okay, maybe I can't get the quest fish from here because I feel like I should have got it by now. Glorious. It is indeed, right? Okay. It's from the surface, so I think I can maybe get away with this point here being the surface if I go far enough to this side. Maybe not. No, that's all still. Can I get here? Yeah. It should specify it, you're right. Yep, especially when you get it the first try. I wonder, is there going to be a sky island up here? Because that water looks suspicious. Not a sky island, but there's these, I guess. What difficulty am I on? I am on Expert Death. Oh, I'm getting them from crates, that's what it is. So with enough fishing I should get calming potions automatically. Which is nice. Feels so wrong selling fishing accessories. Okay, can I make swiftness? I'm 3 off being able to make infinite swiftness. Okay. Let's grab my Blinkroot seeds. And let's solve that problem. Okay, that has sped me up quite significantly. Honestly, I could probably beat Desert Scourge right now, or King Slime. But part of me wants to just keep going, get everything I possibly can at this point that's going to be helpful. And I think next for that would be fishing in the Crimson. For Life Force and Wrath. I've only got one of these. I need both. Not Life Force, Heart Reach, that's the one I was thinking of. That's a fairly big pond. Is there anything around here? Any more water? A little bit, but not much. That's going to be a big enough fishing pool for some reason. Is there any good bits above that I can bring in? up here. Does not look like it. There is water here though. Oh, and this is underground, so I think I can use this. Does that work through there? It is, yeah. So I should be able to get armored cavefish, crimson tigerfish, and team piranhas here. As long as I don't die too much. Have you checked to see if this is possible? This is me checking. We shall see in real time if it is possible. I mean, theoretically all bosses are no-hittable, right? Yeah. Whether or not they're no-hittable without any accessories or armor is potentially another matter, but they are all no-hittable. Thing is, even then, it's theoretically possible because, like, with the movement tech you have, you can no-hit all of these bosses, even without accessories. Look at what Cat's doing with beating Calamity without any inputs, or with one input. You know, it's definitely possible. Getting a lot of crates all of a sudden. I could use the railgun tech, but that only works for certain bosses, I think. I imagine there's some Calamity bosses that just won't work for because either you can't spawn it in that way, or you can't get enough speed to kill it in one hit. Exos and Escal are an issue, I guess. Well, I think Exos are going to be more of the issue than Escal, because Escal I can use the Exo box on. Whereas I don't think there's anything I'll get from Escal that'll help that much with the Exos other than better weapons. So my thinking is that I do Exos first and then Escal at the end. As they stay at a certain distance. Well, in a way that's easier because they don't dash at you. So you only have to worry about the projectiles. And the projectiles for the Exos are mostly dodgeable. I think with a decent mount I should be okay. The gaze of Cristanthamir might be enough. Or maybe a minecart system. I mean, I know that JFL has done a minecart system for Exos before. Probably before the fight got changed a little bit, but I think it's still possible to do one, even if it's different. Oh, if they don't... yeah, if they don't dash at you, Jousting Langs can't hit them. I'm not going to be using the Jousting Langs for anything in this, unless it's a natural way of using it. Hey, can I subscribe to your channel? Yeah, go ahead. Also buy a mouse mat while you're at it with the collaboration I'm doing with Eclipsify at the moment. There's a link in the description if you want to go check that out. Okay, 18, getting close. Being grounded is apparently not that big of a deal. For the exomechs, yeah, you can do that without flying for the most part, other than the blender. For the blender, you're definitely going to need to fly. Literally got too many things to carry here, this is annoying. Almost at 30. GP beat it, jump list with consistent platform placement. Yeah, things like that mean that I'm not too worried about this run. Well, I'm not too worried about this run not being possible. Whether it's probable that I'm going to finish it is another matter. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that is the case though. Oh man, our fishing power just went into the gutter. When did it go down to 75? Thankfully, because I'm using Fargos, it's not that big of an issue if we have low fishing power, because we only have to do this grind once. We're gonna need one more Hemoprana. Come on, one more Hemoprana, please. Not crates, Hemoprana. There we go. Right. So, I can get rid of all this. And get rid of the stone. Okay, yeah, I think that's everything I want. Is that useful for anything I can craft? Nope. Sell that, sell that. Okay, that's not too bad. Falcon Blade is probably not going to be used at all. Already got things better. And yeah, that should give me rage potions. I think that's my best use of the Deathweed. For now, yeah, probably. Unless I wanted to do battle potions to make farming easier. Nah, I don't. And then Heart Reach. Also doable. Okay, I think that's probably a good spot to end this stream. So thank you all for watching. whether you came for just this one or the one before it as well. And I hope to see you in the next one, where I'll either be doing GTNH or more of this. Bye bye for now.